Hello everyone, welcome to GSX 2025 here in New Orleans. My name is Paul Ragusa. I'm the editor with SecurityInfoWatch.com. I'm here with Emma Rance and Chris Rodriguez with DETEX. Very excited to be talking with you today. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be here. Thank you.
So let's talk about what you're highlighting here at GSX. I know we've got the optical turnstiles. Let's talk about what differentiates them and also what, how it's responding to industry needs, what you're hearing from security leaders. Chris?
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate the intro. Yes, sir. So as you can see behind us, we're showcasing our ESA31 model and our ESA32. These have a lot of presence in all over the country, especially New York, but we're really trying to showcase them in New Orleans because just walking around this beautiful city and exploring it, we've seen opportunities where these could be a key part of the security and pedestrian access control in a lot of buildings where security is very important. What do you think, Emma?
Yeah. Both of our optical turnstiles that we're here, which is appealing to a lot of our customers, and the reason why we're showcasing them is purely how customizable they are. They can appeal to a wide audience, be it healthcare, elderly facilities, banking areas, airports, things like that. And as you can see here, we've got some amazing colours on display, the red one and the gold one, which is really drawing the customers in, and they're loving the fact that we can wrap them, we can customize them. They're really popping, I think, at the show this year, and they're really appealing to all of our customers, and that's the biggest bit of feedback that we've got, how they're really standing out from some of maybe of the competitors that we have in this industry.
Yeah, they do. They really do stand out very sharp. And this show typically has a lot of end users. So let's talk about their priorities when they're looking at entry spaces, exit, lobby areas. What are some of the priorities they need to consider when they're kind of deciding on these type of systems?
Well, Paul, they need to know who's entering the building,
yeah.
who's coming in, who's leaving, who's using their facilities like their elevator lobbies. Mm-hmm. Because unfortunately, what we saw earlier this year with 345 Park Avenue is you had an unsecured elevator lobby that didn't have any access control system, and unfortunately, a gentleman got up there with a gun and took some lives. And so we know that that's a key component to what these turnstiles can be able to achieve by locking down these elevator systems, or even at the point of entry being able to deter a potential threat such as that before it reaches the inside of the building.
Yeah. I think that everybody, the key focus is with any doorman, with any security, they need to know who is in that building at all times. They need to know who has entered, who has left, not only from a safety point of view, a security point of view, but also for a fire point of view. So it's really the key main focus, I think, is really locking down that security and knowing exactly who is in the building at time, and anyone who shouldn't be there, it is actioned upon really quickly. And with these turnstiles, that's something that we're really focusing on and moving forward to achieve that.
No, that's great. Let's kind of go like 10,000 feet and look at trends.
Yes.
What trends are kind of shaping this space, and how are you kind of responding to those and helping your customers respond to those?
Actually, I'll have Emma take this one to begin with.
So across the board, we've seen there is a lot of optical. People are really saying we want optical, we want body scanners, we want weapons detectors, and there's other companies across this expo this week that we have been speaking with to something that we can achieve that. We, as DETEX, as a company, we believe that we have an amazing product, but we can team up with other companies to make it even better, to elevate it. And that is something that DETEX is priding themselves on. We can make a strong product. We have a product, they have a product, let's put it together and produce something that our customers want, our customers need, what they're looking for in this industry, and we think it's really important that we're on board and we're moving forward in that direction.
Yeah. Did you want to add anything to that?
No, I really think Emma covered it all because from a customer service vantage point, she knows all the customer feedback. what exactly they're looking for, and she catches all the information that they say is critical to the needs of their end users' buildings or even their own.
Yeah, no, that's great. Let's talk a little bit about. We talked about the priorities for end users in deciding on this stuff, but how should they be looking at value, overall value? Do the end users, through the cycle of the equipment, what's some of the things that they should be looking at to get the most value out of making a decision like this when they're buying this type of system?
Yes, definitely a return on investment is big with end users especially, and that's where we pride ourselves with our optical turnstiles. These units are built to last decades. We test them for 5 million plus cycles to make sure that they achieve the type of quality that someone who's spending the money on them is looking to get out of it. We've seen them last up as far as 2, almost 3 decades before even components such as encoder cables, motors start wearing out. And what's great about being American made is that when it comes time for those replacement parts, there's no looking across the pond, there's no going across seas to get those replacement parts. Right here, or right in our manufacturing facility in Texas is where you'll find them. And also with our with our 3-year manufacturer's warranty, we add a 4th with the certified integrator, so it entices the end user to make sure that a certified integrator is commissioning these turnstiles upon installation at the location site where they're being installed.
Right, and being manufactured here is so big these days.
Yes, it is.
And,
That's a lot of things.
Yeah,
I just think that when it comes to cost, I appreciate that all companies and all organisations now have budgets and things, but I think it's quite sad that the world that we live in, we have to kind of compromise on security because of budget, because of cutbacks, and I think that's it's really sad. And I think every building, every government building, every hospital, every school should have access to security, and I think that's why we're here. We're all here today just to know that security is growing and it's becoming tighter and tighter and tighter, and everyone and every company, what they can do to make more things secure is amazing.
Yeah, no, I love that insight, and then the fact that you're looking to also work with others, which is a big part of it. Partnering is so big now in the industry.
Well said.
Yeah, and really good insight. So let's, my last question, what I always like to ask this one, what's a key takeaway, for people that are watching or here in attendance that you want them to know about the company, and your role in the industry, obviously?
Paul, for me, it's just we're all on this boat together. As you can see, whether it's cameras, turnstiles, door security, we're all promoting a different product. We're all in competition, but at the same time, is that we need to all work together too. Yeah. We network, we build relationships. We can use a body scanner in tandem with our turnstile. We've had so many positive conversations with all types of vendors here that we're excited about what we can bring back to our facility and start incorporating into our turnstiles as like with like a 2-point authentication when it comes to logging into something. Yeah. The same thing with accessing a building is there's a 2-point system. You go through a turnstile and then you go through a body scanner for weapons detection.
Right.
And so it's just security is the most important thing in this whole world, and we're all in it together because at the end we're all achieving the same goal is making sure that ensuring the safety of everyone. Whether inside a building, outside a building, or safety is key.
And I think DETEX, DSI, we're 127 years old, right? Based in a small town in the middle of Texas, right. And I think to still be here today, showcasing these amazing turnstiles, we're doing something right in the world of security. Absolutely. And I think here's to many more years to come and some amazing partnerships to be formed moving forward.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing the time here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time too, and we really appreciate the opportunity to be able to speak our minds and to answer these questions that everyone's asking today, and we're doing our best to answer. So
thank you.
A sense of security and safe feeling.
All right.
Thank you very much.